break, we're all down at ice level. My name is James Cebulski for EA Sports, set to bring you what should be a fun one here tonight. Oregon's got no time to think about what went down last night because they're right back on the ice tonight.
Thinking's bad, James. It's better to just go in and play. And a lot of times I found the second of back-to-backs, I felt great early. It was later in the game I started to wear out.
We are about set to drop the puck as both centers make their way into the dot. The Ducks start with possession as we are now underway. Ncaa's got the puck. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Connecticut's got it across the line. Puts it towards the net. Stopped by the goaltender. Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. Along the wing up the neutral zone. A little dipsy doodle, and he loses possession of the puck.
Oh, he looked like he was in a good spot there. He bobbled the puck. Now he's got to find it again as he loses possession.
Offside is the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. The one-time blast! Just wide of the net. The Huskies take possession in the defensive end. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Sent into the offensive zone. Oregon's got a hold of it along the wall. And now he angles it across to Abbott. Nice pass. They've got numbers. Hammers a shot. Oh, I think he wants that one back.
Didn't miss it by much. He gets lots on it, beats the goaltender, but just wide.
Oh, you'll win respect for your teammates doing that. What a block. Moves it to Ncaa. Blistering shot. Oh, comes up with a stop. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. And there's the save. Here they come on the attack. Moves it around along the half wall. And the puck's booted away. And now he moves it to Lovejoy. And that one's broken up. Takes the feed with the steal. Lovejoy stick handling in his own zone. A little back and forth. They've got the defense outnumbered. No room for that one to get through. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Oh, you could feel that from up here. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Oh, that's a good hit. Here's a chance behind the net. Connecticut's got a hold of it against the wall. Aberg's moving it ahead. Handles the puck. Centered out in front. The Ducks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Puts the puck on net, and he makes the save. The Huskies gain control of the puck against the wall. And now he moves it quickly to Lovejoy. That's a solid hit. Back to the blue line. Quick feed to Lovejoy. Misses over the net. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Marlowe's got it along the wing. Right in the slot. Looks to set up at the point now. Makes the save on the slapper. Slides it across to DeSingle. Passes the puck over to Vanek. Hammers it on net. What a save! He'll probably feel that one tomorrow.
Marlowe's trying to start some momentum here in a scoreless game in the first period. Get on the body.
Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Dumps it in. Oregon's got the puck along the boards. Moves it quickly over to McQuaid. And he coughs it up with the pass. Takes the feed at the point. Rings the iron. From the top of the offensive zone here. Passes it to Vanek. Here's a short pass to DeSingle. McQuaid's taking it from his own end. Maroon swooping in on the attack. Rips it. Makes the save. Picked up along the boards by Vanek. Handles the bank pass from along the boards. Handles the puck at the point. On the redirect. Great save by the goaltender on that one.
He's got to work hard to find the puck through all the bodies right in front of him.
Takes a shot with the stop.
We'll get a look at that chance, and here's the shot. Man, he beats the goaltender clean. Clangs it off the goalpost. The goalies are known to skate over there and tap their post and give it a little love when the play moves up the ice.
Taken by Kronwall. Now a quick pass to Gardner. Vanek's got it in the offensive zone. And he was right there. They can't connect. Can't keep a hold of it. Levels him against the wall. Takes it across the blue line. Takes the pass and makes the save. Connecticut's got the puck along the wall. Putting the hard hat on here. What a hit. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Ducks have it from their own end. Quick pass to Ranta. Unloads one. That goes off the stick. Another stop by the goaltender.
Quick work. He makes 1 and 2 saves in a row. He clearly thought he had room to get by, but it got closed off in a hurry. He took a big hit there.
And a solid job tying up his opponent. Up along the wing. DeSingle's got it deep in the offensive end. Moves it to Kronwall. Moves right to the middle. Blocked in front. Grabbed along the boards by DeSingle. Pulls the puck at the line. Point-to-point pass. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Blocked in traffic. Sends a pass over. Quick feed to Ranta. Connecticut's gained possession along the boards. Carries it across the line. Receives the pass. Pass back to the point. Oregon's looking to break out of their own end. On the attack along the boards. Here's a chance, and he misses.
That's a good scoring opportunity. He doesn't capitalize on a grade A chance.
And he can't hang on after that hit. Slides the puck over to Thornton. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Tosses it to Marlowe. Puts him hard into the wall. Moves it quickly over to Thornton. Referee signaling delayed penalty. Looks like hooking will be the call. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Let's see what the official says here. And he's going to get 2 for hooking on the play, Ray.
He should. I mean, he gets his stick out parallel to the ice. He gets it across the player's midsection, and that's kind of a red flag for that penalty.
Both teams lining up for the face-off, and it's a chance to see if there's actually some power in this power play.
What a great opportunity to get the first strike on the board. Scoreless game, you go on the power play. You want to attack this. You can change the way the game looks in the next 2 minutes.
Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Big time stop there. And manages to clear the zone. Stretch pass. Here's a short pass to Vanek. And now he tries to get it across to Ty. Gets it out of his own end. The Ducks look to start the transition game. Carries it in. Oregon's got control of the puck. And that one's turned away. Quick pass to Ma. And it's a quick pass to Gardner. Denies him with the save. And now that's picked up by the defense. Moves the puck along the half wall. And now it's over to Spooner. Fires one on goal.
Oh, sorry, James. It jumped in there, but that was a huge hit as the play just rambles on.
Takes the feed and makes the save.
Pretty clear here. Both teams are trying to break down the other team. They're going to do it physically. Both teams so evenly matched.
Good job tangling up his opponent here. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And he moves the puck across the blue line out of the defensive zone. And he completely misses the net.
Sometimes you look at video, he doesn't want to see that again.
And manages to clear the zone. Sends it over to Hutton. And he slides it quickly to Ncaa. And that shot dies in traffic. The Huskies have the puck now. Gets it out of his own end. Time to execute here on this power play. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Ncaa. Along the half wall with the puck. Decides to go to the backhand. Gets in front of it.
Yeah, he gets out on top of the shooter. There's really nowhere for that puck to go.
Both sides back to even strength.
I liked everything about that power play, James, except the fact that they couldn't put it in the net. Everything about it looked really good.
That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass. And they'll dump it in. Connecticut's got a hold of it along the wall. Oregon's ready to go on the attack. Ncaa's got it against the boards. Lets it go. Overshot it.
Sometimes the only place you have is up over the goalie's shoulder. Sometimes you airmail it.
Directs it on over to Gardner. Hutton's got the puck in his own zone. Oregon's got a hold of it against the wall. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Picked up along the wall by Hutton. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Slides the puck over. With possession along the wall. Moves the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. And the puck's knocked loose. And that slides right out to center ice. The Huskies have it against the wall. Snaps it on net. Gives them nothing in front.
He's sharp on this one. Out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
Here's a chance. Sends it over. Here he is from the slot. Turns it away. Nichushkin's in all alone on the breakaway. Oh, what a chance.
Oh, he's got to bury that in his own...
And he scores. What a shot.
Wow, this is like a practice drill here, James. He's so open in the high slot. The pass is on the shooting spot, and he just hammers it home.
Connecticut's got the game's first goal. How much of a difference does that make?
Completely change your mindset. Even with lots of time left, you can be more aggressive with the comfort that you have a 1-0 lead.
Connecticut's got it in the neutral zone. He's got a step, denies him with a big-time save.
He thought he had him beat, but the goalie gets over to make a great stop.
Oregon's got the lead in shots. Nevertheless, they still trail here in the first. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Bannock's going to play it against the half wall. Shot, locks it down with a stop. I think he got a blocker on that one. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Through center along the wing. Dumps it into the O-zone. Oregon's got the puck along the boards. Sent in deep, and the forwards will go to the bench. Connecticut's got control of it now from their own end. And changes coming up front as the puck is sent in deep. McQuaid's lugging the puck. Sends it in deep. Connecticut's got the puck along the wall. Monstrous hit on the boards.
You got to get up close to the boards. When you know that hit's coming, the only way you can absorb it is to get close and just take the hit.
Abbott's got it across the line. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a reaction. The Huskies get a hold of the puck along the boards. Here's an odd man rush. Nichushkin's got the puck. Slides it back to the blue line. Rocked him in the open ice. The Ducks scoop it up along the boards. Here's a shot. Scores!
Oh, the game back to level now. Anybody that's had a lead, the lead is gone, and now we're evened up again. Not much room over on the stick side, but he makes a perfect shot. The goalie beaten low there.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Ties won it. Puck picked up by Hutton. Grips it and rips it, and that goes off a player. Hutton's gaining momentum. Moves it to Lovejoy. Back to the point it goes. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Right in front with the shot. Gets a piece of it with the blocker.
Now, by being in the right position, James, he gets so tight to the shooter, there's nowhere for the puck to go.
Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Tries to get it over to Thornton. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Connecticut's gained possession along the boards. Quick feed to Vanek. On the doorstep, wrists one. Misses a golden opportunity there.
Hit the net. No chance to score if you don't get the puck on target.
Gets it to the other point. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. Sends the pass over. That's dumped in, and they'll get a fresh group of forwards out there. Oregon's got a hold of it along the wall. Nice pass. Off his stick, off the post. Cronwall's moving the puck through his own zone. Dishes it to Cronwall. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Oh, so close.
Close enough that that's just a couple inches away from being a goal.
And that's picked off. Oh, just a textbook hit. Moves it quickly over to DeSingle. What a stop as he puts out the fire. There's the whistle as the puck goes out of play.
Earlier we saw him make this move and hit the goal post. It was a terrific shot. The goalies always love their posts when they help them out. Heck, Patrick Waugh used to carry on a conversation with his.
Puck grab by Gardner. Handles the pass from the right wing. Takes that pass back to the point. And that sails over the net.
Well, you got to get it on the net, but I see what he's doing. Lots of the net is gone with the size of the goalies.
Gets the puck in deep. The Ducks gain possession along the wall. Good hit. Oregon's got the puck. Slides it over to Ty. Here they are on the attack. Ranta's got it along the wing. Here's a short pass to Ranta. Denied by the goaltender.
Wow, did the ice get small for him? There's nowhere to go, and he had to absorb this huge hit.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's all tied up. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Shuts him down. He scores! They take the lead.
Well, it looked like this game was going to be even for the longest time because nobody seemed to have the upper hand. Followed through to the net. He picks up this rebound, makes no mistake. Once the goalie leaves the puck, in front of the net. The goalie's at your mercy, and he does not miss.
The Ducks had to be wondering if they were ever going to find the back of the net, Ray.
Well, you've carried the play through the first 10 minutes of this period. Now you got a lead, and you want to bring it home for the opening 20.
Scored by number 40.
Takes the feed. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. And he gains the zone here. Here inside the offensive end, takes the feed from along the boards. Gives up the body for the block. Handles the puck. Lets it go! And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Quick pass to Hutton. Spooner's got it in the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Comes up with the stop. Over the line they come. Moves it to Ncaa. Stones him with the blocker. Quick feed to Hutton. Quick shot. Denies him on the slapper. Bats it out of midair. Big save by the goaltender once again.
Oh, he followed the puck really well there. A couple of good stops.
Of jerseys, shirts, hats, and other collectibles.
Oregon's up here in the first, and they could easily be up by more based on what they've done offensively. Brassard's won the faceoff. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Oregon's got a hold of it against the wall. And they send it right back to him. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Forces the turnover. Vanek's got it in the defensive end. Palmenville's got it into offensive territory. Palmenville's going to play it to the corner. Stopped by the goaltender.
Oh, he had to get up tight to the puck. In close, he takes away any room.
The Ducks have had way more chances offensively, and as a result, they're leading in this one. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. On the attack along the boards, and he slides it quickly to McQuaid. Connecticut's got the puck along the boards. What a shot! He scores!
Oh, man, the goalie thought he had this covered, James. You can tell from his body language, but it beats him, hits the post, it goes in. Everybody else stops for a quarter of a second when a puck hits the post. This time it bounces in.
Here in the late goings of the period, Oregon's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. And now he angles it across to DeSingle. Centering pass. Connecticut's looking to break out of their own end. Here they come on the attack. And he comes up with it. The Ducks have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities, and as a result have the lead. Thornton's won the draw. Oregon's looking to break out. Picks off the feed.
Coaches weren't happy with that one while they're up in the game.
From the opposite point. Puts it on net with the stop. The Ducks have controlled this game here in the first period. More shots, more goals. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Takes it across the blue line. Here's the pass. Great little poke check by the goaltender there. Puck scooped up by Marlowe. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Moves the puck down low. Moves the puck along the half wall. Takes the feed up ahead. Takes the pass. Moves it quickly over to Maroon. Sends a pass over. Grips it and rips it. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. Dished on over to Cronwall. Cronwall's carrying it ahead. Oregon's got the puck along the wall. Connecticut's got it now. Here's a short pass to Marlowe. Here's a shot. Scooped up along the wall by Gardner. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Quick pass to Vanek. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Into the offensive end now. Into the corner. Snaps it onto the net, denies him in front. Ncaa's got it along the boards. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck.
We used to call this the tic-tac kaboom. Nice move, but all of a sudden you don't have the puck.
Slides the puck ahead to Abbott. And now he moves it to Ncaa. Centering pass, and that's broken up. Along the half wall with the puck. Slides the puck down low. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Receives the pass. Makes the save.
Thanks to the guys in the truck, we get a great look at that hit again. He slammed him into the wall. That one hurt.
Oregon's got the lead here late in this first period. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Scores!
James, they might as well put both goalies in the other net there. That's 4 in a row for them. He swept this one up over the goalie's glove. The room wasn't there until the goalie dropped into the butterfly, maybe a little early. Opened up some space up top.
10 goals already on the season for the rookie as the two sides get set to dig in here on this faceoff.
Excellent production as you get your feet wet in your first season.
And now it's grabbed by Kronwall. Handles the puck from the left side. Into the corner now. Back at the point, they set it up. With possession along the wall. Moves it to Kronwall. Hammers a shot. Denies him on the play. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Solid hit on that play. Taken by Hutton. Takes the feed. Offside the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line.
I need to take another look at that. I thought there was room to get by. Clearly, I was wrong. I'm glad I don't have to take the hit he just took.
The Ducks have outshot, outscored, and all-around dominated here in this first. Puck picked up by Hutton. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Taken along the wall by Kronwall. Right up the gut. Here they go. Here's a shot, and that one's stopped. Knocked away. Puck grabbed by Nosen. Moves it over to Spiza. Rocks him. Puck scooped up by Nichushkin. Gaining momentum up along the side. Sends it in on the attack. Nosen's exploring options with the puck. And here's a shot, and he stands tall in goal. Return pass. Moves it around along the half wall. Centering pass. Makes the save. Cool and calm under pressure. McQuaid stick handling in his own zone. Spiza's got it against the boards. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. Oregon's gained possession along the boards.
1 minute left.
Carries it across the line. Clock ticking down here inside the first period. And now it's grabbed by Vanek. Lets it go. Comes up with the stop. Picked up along the boards by Brassard. Has some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Hammers a shot. Puts it just wide of the net. Taken by Thornton. 37 seconds left on the clock. Here's a blast. That's using the body on the block. 31 seconds to the buzzer.
They've totally controlled the puck here on this shift. Now they've worn the opposition down. Eventually, you get a scoring chance or they take a penalty.
Brassard swooping in on the attack. There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Such hard work in the defensive zone when you're rolling around on a cycle trying to stop the other team. So this stoppage comes really at a nice time for them. They can get a breath here, get regrouped.
Oregon's offense has been shining brightly so far in this first period. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Lovejoy's going to play it against the half wall. And they can't connect. Play is blown dead. We've got a penalty on the way. There's a tough call to take here. Interference is the call, Ray.
Battling away for the puck, you end up taking a little bit too much of a liberty and you get whistled for interference.
The Huskies get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up.
2 minutes for interference. Time to the penalty. 19 minutes, 55 seconds.
And that'll do it. Period number 1 is in the books. 4-1 is the score here after the opening 20 minutes. Wow, what a start offensively.
Which one of your team players has the hardest shot? Who do you think is the fastest skater? We'll answer all of those questions in our skills competition. For tickets to one of the most exciting competitions.
40 minutes of regulation still to play. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. Welcome back, everyone. He's Ray. I'm James. Second period set to go. The Ducks, penalty killers, get off to a good start, winning possession here. Quick feed to Gardner. Dumps it into the other end. Good battle along the boards for the puck. And some fancy footwork to kick it over to his teammate. Carries it in. Here's a shot. Too much congestion in front. Here's a clearing attempt from their own end. And it's a small victory for the PK unit here.
Well, that's their job. Get it down the ice, get off the ice, get some new people out there.
Moves it quickly over to Gardner. Takes the feed at the back end. Jostles the puck loose. Oh, what a stop! A chance on goal. And that shot gets caught in traffic and manages to clear the zone. Looking to break out here on the power play. And now he tries to get it across to DeSingle. Puts it to the front of the net. That's just textbook positioning to break up the play. Gets it out of his own end. Connecticut's got a hold of it along the wall. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Here's a short pass to Vanek. Quick snap. Scores!
A little shimmy shake, a one-handed deke, and he's got a highlight reel goal. That's a great move. He gets in so tight to the goaltender. He sells the shot, holds it onto his forehead, and then puts it away.
Connecticut's given themselves something that everybody in sports longs for. Hope here, Ray.
Hope? A chance? Hey, it's here.
Something.
Time isn't the enemy yet.
Power play by number 2.
Now over to Ma.
Assisted by number 26, Thomas Vanek. Time of the goal, 1 minute.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Slides the puck near the front of the net. Handles it along the blue line. Glove save. All quick reflexes on the play. Oregon's been the more aggressive team offensively, and they continue to lead here in the second. Center's jammed up, and the winger grabs the puck. Aberg's got it on the offensive end. Auberg's got it in the corner. Here's a shot. Big save.
I like the goalie's positioning here. He was aggressive enough to make a save on a dangerous chance.
On the doorstep, and that's blocked. Stopped by the goaltender.
Oh, you're not going to get a better chance than that, but the goalkeeper does a great job.
The Ducks have looked good offensively tonight, generating all sorts of opportunities. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Quick pass to Vanek. Vanek's got the puck along the wing. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Huskies have it against the wall. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Slides the puck across to Brassard. Puck picked up by Hutton. Quick shot, stopped by the goaltender. Oregon's got the lead on the scoreboard. A big reason to that has been the amount of pucks that they've been putting on net. Thornton's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Connecticut's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Laying the body. Maroon's got it across the line. And now it's over to Vanek. What a great read breaking up the pass. Works it across to Thornton. Thornton's got the puck. Move to the middle. Puts the puck on net. And there's the save.
That is sweeping up the trash there. Good save. Off to the corner. Everybody can readjust.
Hutton's picking up steam. Hutton's got it along the boards. Gets a stick on it to make the save. Puck grabbed by DeZingle. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. On the attack along the boards. Slides the puck over. Right to the middle. Takes a shot. The easy glove save by Neuber.
Quick hands. Not only does he get a glove on it, he catches it, which is hard to do. Vanek's made this part of his game. He levels his opponent here.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We've got ourselves a 4-2 hockey game. The frozen biscuits dropped and we are back underway here. Over the line they come. Moves it to Ncaa. Wrister stones him in front. Oregon's got a hold of it against the wall. Big stop by the keeper.
Stop one, stop two. The goalie makes a couple of excellent saves. Oh, sometimes you think you got lots of room to make a move. Not there. He got closed down and hammered. What a hit.
The Ducks have put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead here early in the second. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And now he moves it quickly to Gardner. Here's a blast. Turns it aside. Oregon's got the lead here early in this second period. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders thus far. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Spooner's got it into offensive territory. And a smart heads-up read to come up with the puck. They've got numbers. The Huskies scoop it up along the boards. Up along the wing. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Spooner. Puck scooped up by Spiza. Spiza's got it along the wing. And a great save. Here they come, 3 of them. Connecticut's got the puck in their own end. Here they come on the attack. Shot, and that goes off the iron and stays out.
Connecticut's only looking for something to go right. Get themselves back in this contest. But this hits the goalpost, and the score remains unchanged.
Back to the blue line. Hammers it on net. Oh, what a stop. Play blown dead. Penalty coming up here. And it's going to be 2 minutes for hooking on the call. A lot of people debate, is this a lazy penalty, the hook?
I don't know if it's lazy all the time, but it's a penalty of being out of position. Your stick's parallel to the ice, you get called all the time.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
You got to have a short memory on a power play. You haven't scored yet tonight, but that can't matter on this one. Get the puck back to the point, start moving it around, and get people converging at the net.
The Ducks gain control of the puck against the wall. Takes it across the blue line to his teammate. Wrestling in close. Blocked in traffic. The Huskies take over on possession and manages to clear the zone. Oregon's got the puck along the boards. Moves the puck. Quick feed to Gardner. Move to the middle. He scores!
Now the power play comes through. They move the puck nicely, and they're able to capitalize on the extra man. Man, these burn the coaching staff. When they see a player get open in the high slot, the first thing they're going to look for is who's supposed to be standing near him.
Oregon's brought it tonight. They absolutely have dominated here, especially with the goal scoring.
They've been faster, they've played with more skill, and they are filling the net. What a fun night to play in.
Assisted by number 51.
Drives it to the front of the net.
26. Thomas.
Puts it on net. On the redirect. And he makes the save. To Singles, moving it ahead. Oregon's ready to go on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Ty.
Whoa.
Scores! It's in the back of the net.
Just 20 seconds apart. That's a pair of goals.
I think we can officially call this one a rout now.
Yeah, this is a steamroll. This is over. Man, it looks like a bus depot in front of the net. You know it's a tough one when you can't see the goalie. That means he can't see the puck.
The Ducks have reminded me of that old cliche here, Ray. When you're hot, you're hot.
It's a point night now. Everybody looking for points and goals as they are just clearly the better team tonight.
And some good footwork to kick it away. And we've got a 2-on-1. Strong use of the body. Connecticut's got the puck along the wall. Vanek's got it in the offensive zone. Snapper from the slot with the stop.
I like the way he tracks the puck here. He's got to find it, and then he gets his body right in front of it. That's a good save.
Scrum ensues along the boards. Kicked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. Into the offensive zone. Lets one go. Oh, he's going to be shaking his head after that one.
Yeah, you go back to the bench here, kicking yourself in the rear end. You've got a scoring chance, and you don't even get it on net.
Moves the puck along the half wall. Scores! Oh, what a one-timer to bury it!
Wow, he got that thing away so quickly. Waited for the pass, timed it perfectly, and then beats the goaltender.
And they're going to change goalies.
I would say there's some relief here. He's been ventilated tonight. Now he gets to go take a break.
Oregon's been dominant tonight as they make their way back to center.
They have scored almost at will, in particular here in this second period.
Puck is dropped and play resumes.
Scored by number 50.
From the right side, takes the pass.
Assisted by
Move to the middle. Scores! Wow, this is unbelievable.
4 straight goals. They dominated this play. I think this goalie's going to look up at the clock and see just exactly how much time is melted away. It's going from bad to worse for these guys.
The Ducks have really opened things up here in the second. It's getting out of hand.
They've run roughshod over their opponent here in this period. It seems like they're going to score every shift.
assisted by number 18.
Sends the pass over. And makes the save.
6 minutes, 36 seconds.
Well, he's got 2. You think he can get 3? He's never had that in the game before.
Oregon's had the better scoring opportunities and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Hutton's carrying it ahead. And now it's grabbed by Marlowe. Here's a short pass to Ncaa. Connecticut's looking to break out of their own end. Now he takes it over the line. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. Taken by DeSingle. He carries the puck up along the wing. Inside the defensive zone, moving the puck. Takes control of the puck. And that one's turned away. Lovejoy's taking it from his own end. Feeds the puck to Hutton. Puts it on net and makes the save.
Oregon's been so physical in this game. They look like they're the only ones that want to play anymore. They've increased their lead, and they still on the body.
Oregon's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Thornton's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Grabbed along the boards by DeSingle. Quick pass to Spiza. Now a quick pass to Spiza. Nice pass. And that's broken up with a stick in front. And it's a quick pass to Maroon. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Connecticut's gained possession along the boards. Takes the feed. Puck dumped in. Oregon's got a hold of it along the wall. Carries it across the line. And now he angles it across to Maroon. Lays into the body on the play. Stays with it. Looks to make a play over to Smith-Pelly. Here's a shot. Gets in front of it.
I wanted to get another look at this one, James. This looks like it hurts. I'm glad I'm in a suit here.
The Ducks lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. Ties won it off the faceoff. Oregon's got it in their own zone. Handles the puck. Along the half wall with the puck. Here he is, shot right in front. Denied by the goaltender. Carries it in. From one point man to another. It's in! He scores!
It's hard enough to be the goalie when you have to stop the shot. This thing's like a rubber ball. It's bouncing all over the place and somehow ends up behind the goalie. That's a tough break for him.
The Huskies finally have something to build on here. What are you seeing out there, Ray?
They're not quick enough. They're not fast enough to the puck. And when they get over the line, they don't shoot it enough. Man, they got to get more pucks on net, James.
Feeds it over to Ranta. Smart read by the defender to come up with it. Slides it diagonally to Gardner. Picks off the pass.
I don't mind the turnover so much when you're trying to catch up in a game. You have to take a chance.
Moves it to Brassard. With possession along the wall. Here's a shot. He scores! What a goal!
Just 20 seconds apart. That's a pair of goals.
That sure changes things here on the ice.
Yeah, the game has completely been turned upside down. Oh, I'm digging this, James. He made it look like he was going to go somewhere else, and then he beats the goalie clean up over the glove.
Connecticut's lit the lamp. Is this something to build on now?
It's their only hope. I mean, they haven't had many shots on goal, so they're not had the puck in the offensive zone very much. But I think they've got to change their mindset here and be more aggressive.
Big time stop there. Through center along the wing.
9 minutes, 12 seconds.
Quick feed to Gardner. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Still keeps a hold of the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. Puck knocked loose after that hit. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Puck dumped in, allowing for the blue line to get some fresh legs out there. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Dumps it in. The Ducks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. Stopped by the goaltender.
Nice move by the goalie to get out close to the shooter.
All right, Ray. Is he thinking about it now?
Oh, there's no way he's not. I had 9 of these, 9 hat tricks, and when you get the second one, it's really kind of the only thing you're thinking about.
Maz won a big draw on their own end. Pass across to Cronwall. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Moves it quickly over to Abbott. Shot along the wall. Answers it with an even better save. And he came up big on that last opportunity. Over the line they come. Puts it in deep. Oregon's got a hold of it against the wall. Puck picked up by DeSingle. From the blue line. And that carries off a stick. They've got the defense outnumbered. Hammers it. Shuts them down. Connecticut's got control of it now from their own end. That's broken up in the neutral zone. Throws it in. The Huskies have it against the wall. Moves the puck to Thornton. Takes the pass. Here's a short pass to Vanek. Abbott swooping in on the attack. Quick pass to McQuaid. Looks to set up at the point now. In close. Stopped by the goaltender.
Hey, usually the whistle is going to stop the play. I guess not tonight. Brassard's looking around for somebody to fight. He's going to have to go and fill the dance card somewhere else. But James, just to go back and get another look at that hit that this player took. He gets clobbered. You see his helmet just explode off. Probably do that chin strap up a little tighter.
Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Takes the feed at the point.
Ties up.
Scores! That's 3!
I had 9 of these, James. It is such a cool thing to score 3. You feel so good about yourself. Now, the only way he's stopping this one is if it hits him. As soon as the shooter went to shoot it, the goaltender dropped into the butterfly. He's looking around that traffic, hoping he can find it.
The Ducks have added yet another marker, and their fans are loving every minute of this.
It's been domination, and now we're still in the second period. They've had the puck the whole time. They've done pretty much anything they've wanted to. This has not been a fair fight.
Denied by the goaltender.
Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 18 seconds.
Oregon's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Ranta's got it on the offensive end. Ranta's got it against the boards. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Puck grab by Brassard.
Man, when you got 2 goals, it's your night. You want to look for a third one. He's got the puck in the offensive zone again. Oregon's relentless physical play has helped them get the lead in this game.
The Ducks have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Scores! What a counterpunch!
Wow, that didn't take very long. After giving up a goal, they get right back onto the attack. Centerman practice face-offs at the end of every practice. This time, the defensive guy loses position. The puck ends up on the shooter's stick, and he rifles it by the goaltender.
Connecticut's back to center ice. What's the message here? Because there's still a long way to go.
I don't think anybody looks too far ahead. You got 1 goal. Try and get another. Try and get yourself within shouting distance.
Puck sent over to Smith-Pelly. That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass.
Not ideal. You've got to take a chance here, James, trailing in the game.
Shot. He scores!
Yeah, somebody punch you in the mouth, you got to punch him back, and that's exactly what they've done. That's a really good shot. The goaltender's down in the butterfly. He thinks he's got mostly everything covered, but apparently not. The puck gets by him.
Oregon's offensive onslaught continues. What are you seeing down at ringside, Ray?
Domination. They've been the better team for most of this night. Now they're in such a large lead, it's very comfortable.
Tosses it on to Ncaa. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front.
1 second.
Gardner's got it across the line. Picked up along the wall by Thornton. And now he moves it to Gardner. Sends a pass over. Comes up with the stop. The Ducks have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Connecticut's got the puck. Looks to pass it to DeSingle. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And he comes up with it. Oregon's got the puck along the boards. Here they come on the attack. Here's a chance. Takes it right in the chest. And we're going to get a whistle here. Oregon's had the better scoring opportunities and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Here's a chance. Nothing.
Oh, man, he's frustrated with himself. He's got to get that on the net.
Too many bodies in the way. Here he is in front. He scores! Aye, aye, Captain!
Oftentimes, the goalie will drop in the butterfly, take the chance that he's got everything covered. Not so here. This is up over the glove. It's a beautiful shot.
Connecticut's got one here in the second. They need many more to follow, though.
Yeah, but they've got to start somewhere, I guess. Something positive, something to build on, but it's been a pretty rotten game for them so far.
Assisted by number 30, Joel Thornton.
The Huskies scoop it up along the boards. Carries the puck up through center. Moves it to Marlowe. Aberg's going to play it against the half wall. With the stop.
It's been a great night for him. He's got 2 goals already, but you know he'd love to pull a hat trick out of, see if he can get a 3rd one.
Is the 3rd the easiest or the hardest?
Oh, it's the hardest for sure. Who knows if you're going to get another chance in a game.
Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. Picks up the puck in his own end. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Quick feed to Ty. One-time blast, just wide. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. The Ducks lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Lugs the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Here's a shot, just wide. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. And a tenacious effort pays off as he comes up with it. Takes it across the blue line. Handles the puck at the point. Receives the pass. Here's an odd man rush. Brilliant save, read it perfectly. Scooped up along the wall by Aberg. And he slides it quickly to Vanek. Excellent stick work on the play. Breaks up the pass in the defensive zone. Puts it on goal, and that goes wide.
No, he's got to get that on target. That's a scoring chance, and he doesn't even make the goaltender make a save.
Up along the wing. Fires it into the offensive zone. Grabs the puck in the corner. Connecticut's got the puck along the wall. Pominville's got it into offensive territory. Lets it go. Turned aside with the glove by Neuber. Oregon's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Here they are on the attack. Heads to the back of the net. Sends it down low. What a steal in his own end.
That's a bad turnover, James. You can't really